Today is Keep It Simple Sunday, so I'm bringing you two super simple home decor DIYs that are quick and easy and budget friendly. Let's get started. For my first project today, I scored these two little cowboy boots at the thrift store and thought they would make really cute little planters. They were marked $3.93 each, but since I went on half off day, I got them both for under $4. I taped off the spurs and then I thought I'd take these in a modern farmhouse direction, so I gave them a quick coat of my favorite plaster color by Waverly. I got a couple swipes of paint on and then I thought that I might want to tape off the bottom wood part. A quick Google search confirmed that most white boots are still darker brown on the bottoms, so I was glad I had taken the pause. Check out these white Los Altos boots for just $480. I decided that I liked the light gray accents on those though, so they did become the inspiration of this thrift flip. Since my plan was to distress these a little later, it just required one coat of the plaster paint, and I was okay if the brown showed through in some areas a little bit. Next, I thought my graphite color from Apple Barrel Paints was the perfect trim color for the accent pieces, so I grabbed a super tiny brush to apply it. I just lightly brushed onto all the little accent areas and again was not going for perfection here. The paint was thicker in some areas and thinner in others, and I was totally fine with that. I went ahead and went around all the little feather shapes, the fringe around the top, the stitching down the center of each side, and either side of the strap that went around the ankle. While I'm painting, I'll mention that today's video is part of the Keep It Simple Sunday Challenge hosted by Melissa Makes It DIY and co-hosted by DIY from House to Home. I'll post a link to both of their channels in the description box below, as well as the playlist for the challenge. So be sure to check them out and hop to the playlist to see what everyone comes up with. I wanted to make the boots look a little worn, so I grabbed my black wax and a baby wipe to apply it. Using a baby wipe makes it easy to blend and also makes it easy to correct if you add too much wax. All you have to do is dab the wipe in the wax, smear it on, and then wipe it off with a clean part of the wipe. This method is perfect for bringing out all the little wrinkles and lines in the boots. Just in case I didn't like it, I just did one side of one of the boots with the wax application, but here's a side-by-side of one with and one without. I decided I loved it, so I continued on with the method and covered the rest of the boots. I put a little extra wax around the bottom where real boots would typically get scuffed a little more, and I just love how it not only brings out the accents a little better, but makes them look perfectly weathered and worn. I absolutely love how these turned out. I just added some simple lavender picks from Dollar Tree and paired them with my burlap covered pot because I thought that looked more western or desert style to pair with these. These are perfectly neutral, so I think they will be good transitional pieces into fall as well. For my next project today, I'm giving this plastic container I got at the thrift store a galvanized finish. I scored this container a while ago, I think back in February, and I got it for just 45 cents on half off day, so it was a real steal. I loved the shape of this bottle. I thought it resembled an old milk bottle, but it just needed a new finish. And if you've been with my channel from the beginning, you know I love me some galvanized decor, so I've shown this technique a few times before. I started out by covering the bottle with the charcoal gray elephant color from Waverly. Just one coat is enough since we're layering on many different colors in this technique. It's okay if some of the plastic shows through. Once the paint was dry, I used a dry sponge to add a metallic silver color. I love Martha Stewart's metallic paint. It has great pigment and a little goes a long way. I dip the sponge lightly in the paint, blot it on a paper a few times, and then begin pouncing it onto the bottle. Since there are holes in the sponge, it allows there to be places where the darker gray shows through, which is perfect to achieve the weathered look we're going for. The next color is a graphite gray color. Here I'm using the same Apple Barrel brand from the previous project, which is super affordable, only about 50 cents at Walmart. And the color is the same tone as the silver color, but it has a matte finish, so the bottle is taking on even more of an aged look. Finally, I'm using a nutmeg brown color and adding it sparingly around the bottle to give it a slightly rusted look. I'm concentrating on areas that would see the most wear, like around the rim and the bottom, and then I'm dabbing it on here and there around the whole container. The one thing to keep in mind is that you really can't mess this up. If you add too much of one color, just go back and add more of the gray or the silver, and it's like it never happened. I love this galvanized look because it's great for year-round decor, and I love mixing it with other natural elements like wood. And here it is on my table with some simple white and green florals. I think it pairs well with the boots from the previous project too, don't you think? And this is another great transitional piece to move into fall. I've already seen some fabulous fall stems at the Dollar Tree, which I can't wait to put out in this. See, what did I tell you about these fall stems? Thanks for joining me today. If you found me from the Keep It Simple Sunday playlist, I'd love for you to stick around and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you can stay up to date with my content. My husband and I have a little 2-night getaway planned this week, but I'm hoping to get another video out on Tuesday before we leave, so keep your eyes open for that. See you next time. Bye.